Hello everyone and welcome to this video. I am very excited to be showing you this watercolor sketchbook. It is 30 pages full of jellyfish doodles and a bunch of other random colorful stuff. Fun. I'm also going to be showing off some other paintings like this one, but nope, this one behind me, because I reference them in the sketchbook, or they're based on a doodle that was done in the sketchbook, or a color study or something. Let's go! So this is a Hahnemuhle. It's a watercolor sketchbook. I think it's 300 grams per square meter watercolor paper, and it's cold pressed. So this is the introduction page. The first page in a sketchbook I normally just wreck. I don't want it to be some sort of sacred piece of paper that I keep blank throughout the entire sketchbook. This was a test with masking fluid, and these were like some eraser stamps that I made. This was the first day that I bought my gouache paints. Here I did some portrait doodles. I really like the style of these eyes, but I loved painting things like this. This was the day I got my Daniel Smith watercolors. I got two. I got a red and a purple, which I still use really often, but obviously based on these doodles, I don't think I needed an expensive watercolor at this time, but I'm glad I have them. They were fun. The purple actually does this really cool effect where it bleeds out into two different shades. You can see here the pink and the blue are separating, and I think that effect is so cool. So I'm really glad I got those paints. Here are some dry versus fresh paint tests. So at the time of painting this, I was painting really unstyled. And I think that's a really good place to start. I think painting realistically is where everyone who does really styled work right now starts out, which is why all of the colors are very natural and nothing is too vibrant. So this one is a Reddit Gets Drawn portrait that I never uploaded because at the time I really thought the proportions were just jacked. But now I think it's pretty awesome, and I kind of love it. I think I nailed this one. And these are some shape doodles. This one is a planning doodle for a bigger piece that I did. Some more jellyfish doodles in watercolor. Oh, my first fish. This was probably one of the first attempts that I did of fish. Oh, more fish. Still, a lot of progress since I made these fish. These are kind of crazy. These are a few gouache studies. This was just minimizing a landscape, and this was a photo reference that I took in Croatia from our apartment. So this is a basic water study done in gouache. And the one I'm blocking out here is something that I copied from another artist, but because I don't know where that reference came from and I can't properly credit them, I'm not even going to show you. Jellyfish, which I really love, and this one actually turned into a much bigger piece. I think this one is so creepy and eerie, and I just love it so much. Ooh, here are some more spooky boys, jellyfish. I love these, they're so perfect. Oh, this page is stuck together with masking fluid. These are some boring, unfinished doodles. This was an attempt at a color thumbnail study. Did not work out. More jellyfish, more unfinished doodles, exactly what a sketchbook is for. Here are some more water studies and doodles. This one I did, this was the second one I did. The first one I have done is still on my wall. Some color tests and half a page because the other part of this page is in a frame on my dresser, I think. I was doing some storm and beach studies. And this is like a demon girl study. This was something that I didn't plan, I didn't doodle, I didn't see a reference photo for. I didn't see anything about this. I just started painting ahead and this is what happened, and that felt really nice and natural. Oh, I love this lady. She is kind of like a mermaid or a siren because she looks really sweet and like botanical, but she's actually poison. I love her. I want to make this into a bigger one. I almost ruined this one by adding pink highlighter instead of pink paint to one of her glasses, and then I ended up having to wait for that to dry and then redoing the entire eye. Here is a watercolor landscape study I did that I also love. I think that the transparency and the colors of this are so amazing. I actually learned a lot painting this, and do you ever just get that feeling that you surprise yourself? Like you feel like your skill level is way lower and then you make something like this and it just blows you away. I love this one. Here are some forest studies, some trees, some greens, and this one. The interesting part about this page is my gouache set that I bought doesn't actually have a green. It has like a super lime green that might have been used here, but all of these colors were mixed. And for being a self-taught artist with absolutely no art classes, that's pretty impressive. I'm happy with it. Fire doodle, campfire, and here's this. Here are some planning, again, attempting to do thumbnail drawings and thumbnail color studies of a bigger piece that I wanted to do. I don't even think I ended up using either of these color palettes, but the final piece somehow turned out pretty cool. More jellyfish, always gotta have more jellyfish. And then whatever the hell this is. Jeez, I must have been feeling weird that day. Some more doodles. Who can even tell what this is? Oh my god. I don't even know what this was supposed to be. Like maybe a foot? Let me know in the comments what you think this is. Last year I really wanted to do Inktober, so I got a brush pen and some ink and a couple more fine liners, but I didn't end up following through, but I did make this gorgeous babe, and I did a few little doodles for ideas I had for the first couple days, because I thought if I get myself started with the first couple doodles, then it will be easier to keep going. Not really. Not for me. Maybe this year. Some color practice. This one was a really old Reddit Gets Drawn reference photo. I had drawn this already, I think in 2016. And I decided to revisit it and redo it completely differently, and the improvement was immense. It's a really cute portrait now, I really like it. Some more Inktober doodles that I started trying to do. Obviously this was just a random practice. Even more random doodles. What is this, a little village? I guess so. This was planning for a piece that never worked out. I wanted to do this nice city piece, but I just couldn't figure out what kind of style I wanted to do it in. I never did make that piece, but maybe I should revisit that idea. Oh, and this is the last page. This is actually like a really awkward but very fun experiment with masking fluid. I like masked all of this off and then painted everything in and then got to peel it off, and it was so satisfying. And that's it. That's the whole sketchbook. I have definitely improved a ton since I made this sketchbook in gouache and watercolor and just in general. So this is a pretty small version of the same sketchbook. I have a much bigger version. It's like double the size, which has a lot of fun stuff, but isn't complete yet. Oop. There's still 3 blank pages at the back. So before I can show you this one, I have to finish this sketchbook. Hopefully I do that soon. Oh, this is a succulent, by the way, not a string that attaches me to the top of the frame. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you feel inspired to go out and start making something awesome. And if you do, please find me and tag me on Instagram because I would love to see what you guys create. And please remember that drawing and painting is a skill that you have to learn and practice. Natural talent may play a small part, but a lot of it is just getting started and doing it every day. Next week, or maybe in between, I want to do something a little bit different than what I have been doing. I want to do a paint with me step-by-step tutorial on, let me find it, on this piece. Can you hear me back here? It's like I'm the painting. Hello, yes, I am the painting. Man, I do not belong on YouTube. What am I doing? So this is something I did in just 3 colors. It is red, blue, and yellow. And it's a very good painting place for beginners. So I want to help you guys learn how to paint this, and I promise you, anyone can paint this as long as you have very basic materials. So next week, or maybe even sooner, you'll get to see this one. Thanks for watching, bye guys.